Welcome to the Dawg Chug. I am back. Fortunately, Ed is not. We miss you, Ed. He'll be back soon. We got Eddie on. We have AJ on. We have Lana back. Thank God. And Roger. It's always been you and me, bud. How's everyone doing tonight? Don't answer all at once.
Good. Are you drinking water, Andy?
I am, because it's going to be a sober November for Andy.
Yes. Wait, what?
What is happening?
Hold on. I was not told this when I agreed.
I was not warned.
I'm out.
So,
yeah, you know, the drink has been getting out of control, so I had to tone it down a little bit. It's okay. No big deal. We'll be back. Just going to...
Are you going to be back on Sunday?
You know,
I mean, I'll have a beer, maybe, you know, like one of those.
I mean, I'm coming over to Ohio, so I think you should have a beer with me. That seems fair.
Right. I'll have a beer with you.
It's a good thing, Andy. You know what? This is the 50th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, so I'm chugging Edmonds tonight. But I'll tell you what, I had to go to 3 different stores. This is the last 6-pack in Summit County because all the damn Christmas ale that's all that you can see in the stores. It's everywhere. And it's November 12th, man. Enough with the Christmas ale. I'd boycott it if I didn't love it. So toast to the Edmund, and that's about it. I'm extra grumpy because I'm actually out in the field working because we're busy. And we got the big weekend coming up with the 4 of us and some other people that, you know, we're going to be hanging out for the Browns game.
We're going to be down there. We're going to be watching the Misery live. It's going to be horrible. I can't wait.
It's
Hey,
so
we can see
awful.
Lamar
Oh
Jackson. That's going to be sweet. Seeing Lamar.
my God. Can you guys at least beat the Ravens? Like, please?
I mean, we can
praying
tell you that we'll try.
Thank you.
By try, I mean it's not going to be a very good try. Just
remember that game.
We're going to be on the field.
That last year, the last Ravens game at home last year, that Cedric Tillman and freaking Jameis Winston were killing it, and we killed them. I was there. I had no voice.
Yeah, that was great.
It was great. Let's manifest that back for Sunday.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna try. We're gonna be there live. Usually when we're live, we win games. It's been tough this year though. In fact, I'm gonna not drink until we win a game. So we'll see if I ever drink.
Holy shit.
You might not drink for a while, buddy.
I'm probably done with the show for like the next year. Like,
oh my God. Well, we have a great show planned for you. Unfortunately, we don't have all the regular bits that we typically have because Ed usually does.
No.
He's not here,
No.
but we do have a bit that AJ brought into the show with him. That let's turn it to you, AJ.
oh my God, I wasn't prepared to go first, but here we go. Listen, Ed brings the energy, so I'm going to try to do this. This is the Dawg Chug, whatever he says after he says that. So
Thanks for watching.
here's the top 10 or 11 or 12. I don't really know like how to count reasons why the Dawg Chug is better and or worse without Ed. First off, sip, drink, chug, or whatever you guys call it is way less impactful in your brain when you're slamming Mountain Dew versus the shitty Great Lakes beer that Roger loves so much. This gives Ed an advantage that's none of us, unless we are sick like Andy was 2 weeks ago, and apparently what he is now, a clear idea of what is actually happening on this show. The only reason I'm here is that I literally don't remember half of it. Ed was in the top 10 of people to play the main character in 40-Year-Old Virgin a few years ago. Even though he fit the criteria of being a 40-year-old virgin, ultimately it was decided that he was just not that funny at the end of the game.
Ooh.
Goodness gracious.
One time Ed left his house without a hat. He was arrested 2 hours later for suspicion of public indecency. Thanks to Ed's femininity, this show has recruited a group of mid-Ohio girls to contribute when they obviously would not even be here if the rest of us were here by ourselves.
I don't know but
Andy can drink. Not you, Lana.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're good.
Andy can drink. Andy can drink like my stepdad growing up, and yet has not hit me once. Side note: Roger is that stepdad, and Ed is me. Love you, Ed. Sorry about that. Even though not one person has ever laughed at a single Break Ed news segment, it is still the feature of this show and better than anything Andy has contributed.
That's for damn sure.
The first time I met Andy on this show, I was so confused. I tried to adjust my computer. Oh, I'm sorry. First time I met Ed, not Andy. On this show, I was so confused. I tried to adjust my computer screen, spent the whole show trying to figure out what the hell was going on with my computer. I even sent an IT ticket into my to my company and was like, what's going on with my computer? It turns out he's actually that white.
Oh,
Wow.
Ed once sent me a dick pic. True fact, true story. Ed once sent me a dick pic. Turns out it was just a screenshot of Roger from the previous night's show.
mm.
Ed is the human equivalent.
Oh, Yinzer.
Ed is the human. Ed is the human equivalent to the Browns' whiteout jerseys. Holy fucking white, and only looks good inside or on top King Najuko. Without Ed, there is no Dawg Chug. Nah, whatever. He's really not that great. I mean, we did it without Ross for like a year and a half, so I'm not really worried about it. We don't miss you, Ed, but we do. That has been the Dawg Chug, whatever the hell he says.
Wow.
Wow.
That
That's
was
very.
something.
That was.
That was something.
That was good. And we're gonna get passive aggressive attacks for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yep.
we were not
Yeah,
having
thank
any of those. Those were not funny.
Oh,
I thought they were.
yeah, he's
I want passive aggressive attacks. I'm sorry.
when he watches at 6:30 tomorrow morning, he's gonna be
All right.
fuming.
That's
So
way too early in the morning to be watching this show.
Oh God, yes.
a couple weeks ago, AJ, we made a bet that the Steelers would win the division, and now the Ravens are one game out.
Yeah, we're still on the lead, so
And
let's
the
double or
Ravens play
nothing.
the Browns. That's like an automatic win for them. And you guys have the Chargers. Is that right?
No,
Had the
Bengals.
Chargers.
Who are you
We played the
playing?
Bengals
Oh,
Sunday.
you already lost against the Chargers. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You
Yeah,
have
the
And the Bengals.
you have Flacco again.
Yeah.
The gift that keeps on
If you guys would have had Flacco, that would be a whole other story.
So are you any more worried that you're going to be having to chug 2 bottles of wine in a future episode of the Dawg Chug?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Because I'm
No.
sure if you cry right now and say, if you want out of the bet, there's a way out.
Yeah, see, that's manipulation, Andy. I completely understand what you're doing. You're trying to get me to fold when you don't have the upper
Does
hand.
it.
You know
He's
what I mean?
good at
So,
it.
like, I get it. We're top of the division right now. We ain't going anywhere.
He's good at it.
We had 1 or 2 games that are bad. We just signed Asante Samuel. We're gonna be completely okay.
Lana,
All right.
who do you think is
Just
going
beat
to win
the Ravens.
AFC North this year?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to say Ravens.
Eddie, who do you think is going to win the AFC North this
We
year?
need to talk offline, you and me.
Baltimore.
Right?
Baltimore Ravens. Roger, who do you think is going to win the AFC North?
Unfortunately, Baltimore.
And I also think so. It's 4-1, but we'll see what happens.
Glaze.
It makes
Oh
me
my
want
God.
to say
I'm
either
all
one
for-
of them. To be honest with you,
I'm
I
all
can't.
for helping him.
Such glaze.
I'm all.
Who goes 2 and
I'm all
5 and makes the playoffs?
Well, when they
Yeah.
play in the AFC North this year, that it might be them.
I mean, right?
I'm all. Hey,
Anything's
Yinzer,
possible.
I'm all for helping him this week myself. So, I have no problem with the Browns, taking an L this week. Whatever gets that building cleared out, I'm in on.
Yes.
Well, we'll see what happens. It's it's any team's chance except the Browns and probably the Bengals, but we'll see what happens. Although you got
Alright.
Burrow coming back to practice, he'll probably be playing again in 6 weeks. Anyway,
Wow.
it's gonna be exciting.
He could throw left-handed and still be better than Dylan Gabriel, who also throws left-handed. So
And then
Truth.
Roger, didn't we have another bit? Oh God, didn't we?
We
do
yeah.
something?
Did you get the voicemail info for the new bit?
We did. Oh my
Dog
God, this is
Chug
exciting. That's right.
voicemails. This is
exciting.
incredible.
There are a lot of
Dog
people
Chug
that want to
voicemail.
be part of the show, but they're not up
Yes.
at this hour.
No.
So if you want,
9:30.
yeah,
It's
some
late.
people work
Hey,
nights. Some people go to
hey,
bed.
Ohio is so
We got-
weird.
Hey, in Australia, we're huge, and it's tomorrow already.
Yeah, we do have a big Australian audience. So if you want to get in on the action and you want to be part of the show, go ahead and call or send a voice mail to Dawg Chug voicemails at dawgchug.cc. Go ahead and send an email there with a little voice clip, and we'll get it on the show. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. It went up over the weekend. We got the emails, and you got anything in the hopper? Did anybody hit?
Let me check. Oh, we do.
Oh boy.
Sweet.
All right, we got here we got Vanderbilt called in from Tuscaloosa. So Vanderbilt, what do you have to say to make your Dawg Chug cherry?
Hi, this message is for the Dawg Chug people. You all are talking about Ohio State football and why they're so good. Why is everybody always talking about the Ohio State Buckeyes? Their QB's got a strong arm and all, but it kind of reminds me of my cousin Buford's mule. The refs out there just letting that offense run zone coverage. OHIO, OHIO. Now, try to spell Baton Rouge. I cannot wait until someone hits a grand slam on Ryan Day's face. That's all I got.
Wow.
I love it.
That was awesome.
Tuscaloosa.
Yes.
Lovely.
We got one more. Lamont. He called in from Cleveland. Let's see what he had to say.
Long distance.
Yeah, this the Dawg Chug people. This Lamont. I want to talk about Myles Garrett. Now, that boy should be getting Defensive Player of the Year again. Now, all I know is when I see that boy run towards the quarterback, all I hear him say, "You better get out of my way." You know what I'm saying? If I was him, I'd go ahead. I'd cut. Listen. I'd cut Carson Schlesinger. I'll cut Joe Batonio. I'll cut Paul DePodesta. I'll cut Ethan Pochik, Dylan Gabriel, and who that other white boy? Jimmy Gillum. I'll cut Jimmy Gillum. Anyway, I love your show, except for Roger. You know, I gotta go. Long live Tupac.
Long live Tupac.
Wow. Thank you, Lamont. That was an awesome call. Please call any week.
I like him.
Yeah, he was funny.
I hope he's a regular.
He's got facts. I mean, he's spitting facts. That's all I know.
So once again, if you have anything you want to get out there on the show, please send an email to voicemails at dawgchug.cc and we'll get you on.
Especially if you're an old black guy with sass.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your bit's done. You're about done too, right?
Kick me out then. Come on, Roger. This would just be you going, if I wasn't here. Come on.
All right. Before we kick you out, are you going to beat the Bengals this week? Because last time you had some trouble with them.
Right.
No, listen, we have historically always had trouble with Joe Flacco. That guy owns us. Only Tom Brady and Joe Flacco has ever owned the Steelers. It's so bad that it's why I'm so glad you got rid of him, but then you got rid of him to your own division, like the twats you are. And honestly, there's a 95% chance that him on his 45-year-old legs will just somehow beat us on Sunday with all by himself, because that's just how he's been for like 15 years. If it wasn't for Troy Polamalu, we would have won no Super Bowls in the decade that he was with the Ravens. And literally, he just has our number. So it's 50-50. Should we beat the Bengals? Absolutely.
Just yes would have been sufficient. Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's cool, man. Whatever.
All right.
Like a show where you talk or whatever, no big deal.
Well, AJ, thank you for coming on and giving us that bold prediction.
Thank you,
and
Jay.
hope that you get the win, because I don't want you to have to chug 2 bottles of wine. I don't think you can handle it. I
Can't believe you're kicking me off. Fuck you guys.
I think that's going to
Go in
be
the green
hilarious.
room. Go in the green room and watch sibling porn, and we might bring you back on.
No,
Yeah.
Andy's been sending me invites to join this Grinder app this whole time. I don't know, I'll figure it out. You guys have a good time.
We got a big guest coming on. Go sit
Oh,
in the
you
green
don't want
room.
me here for all that. I get it. I completely understand.
You were saying you wanted to get laid, so I set you up with Grinder. That's the only way it's going to happen, buddy. Sorry.
Thanks, Andy. Hell of a guy.
Go Steelers.
Go
fuck
Steelers.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Fuck
Did
that.
we say that on here?
Fuck the Steelers.
Go
Hey,
watch
one
the Broncos.
Go
though.
Joe Flacco.
One time in the early stages of Dawg Chug, I said fuck, and I was like, Andy, sorry, am I allowed to say that? He's like, why the fuck not? I was like, all right, I'm gonna say it then. And then we actually got in trouble for saying it too many times. So
Oh, Network 216.
Yeah.
Well,
but I'm
we weren't gonna
worried
say
about
names,
it.
but yeah.
If the Steelers are in the
I got-
division, he is not going to be able to chug 2 bottles of wine on one show. That would
No,
kill
no.
him.
No,
So,
he,
I
no.
got to be a Steelers fan just so he doesn't die. I don't want him to
No.
die.
I don't
Well,
want him to. We don't want
if
him
he
to
dies,
die.
he dies. If he
Right.
dies, he dies.
All right.
AJ, if you die, you die. Fuck the Steelers. There. Is that
Eddie, how'd you do in darts?
We whooped ass. We beat a
Woo!
team
That's
that
good.
is not as good as us, and we showed that.
You got a victory chug on Wednesday. I love it.
And I got
Wednesday
second
victory
place
chug.
in a blind draw darts tournament on Saturday, this past Saturday. So
It keeps getting better.
the darts have been going good.
Nice. We love to hear
Look
that.
at that, nice.
Roger, are you
Um,
playing darts with us this weekend?
We're going to try to get some darts in, Eddie. I'm going to think about a Saturday night and escape from the kids, and we'll go shoot some darts, man.
So, should we bring Roger? Should we bring Chad?
Yeah. Are you going to chug for your darts? Is that what I'm bringing in our
Should we do the chug before or after? That's what I'm saying.
after whatever. I got a gigantic guest. And listen, I screwed up in the promo. And I said Mike of the Bearded Browns podcast. And then the edit was broken, shut down, and the app sucks. I couldn't change it. And but I owe our guest an apology. And this is kind of what happened is I got time. Ed's not here to rush us through the show. So I got a few minutes.
Shots
Browns
fired.
live every Tuesday night at 7:30. Last night I sit down and I start watching the show, and I turn it on. I subscribe and I'm watching. And one of the hosts, Mike, has underneath his name the @Bearded Browns. So meantime, I sent him a message. Whoever's at the Bearded Browns, I was like, "Hey, what's your name? I need it for the promo." I didn't wait for his response, so I put the ad out there that it was Mike, and it turns out Mike's just a roadie. And so I put Mike in there, and but I'd never seen his face, and so I had to change it, and so
Wow.
I was wrong. It wasn't Mike, and let me see where Chad's on. I'm watching the show, and the guy Mike says,
Dude.
"Hey," he goes, "Hey," he's one of the hosts. He goes, "Hey, Chad, you're on a podcast." This week, aren't you? And he said, "Yeah, I'm on the Dawg Chug." And I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch!" So I fixed it, and the promo went out, and the Scene magazine is tagged in it. You guys read the Scene magazine?
Yes, that's so exciting.
It's awesome.
The Bearded Brown Show, they're the reigning #1 sports podcast on the Cleveland sports podcast scene, voted #1.
That's
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's right. And I wonder if they have a category for us we can get into this thing next year.
If they have an award for bringing on the wrong guest, I think we would win it. Promoting the wrong guest,
win,
right?
Yinzer,
calling them the wrong name. Yeah, I think we're guilty. We're gold.
Having a Yinzer as a regular, that's a.
Who
but the
else
scene was
does
big
that?
back-
Nobody else. Who had Taylor Swift on in October? Nobody else.
That's true.
Right. Nobody else. We had
I got to
Taylor
talk to
Swift
Taylor
for Halloween
Swift.
in
That was cool.
October.
Yeah,
Nobody
I got to
has
talk
that.
to her. That was cool.
Yeah, nobody.
But
nobody has
the
that.
C magazine is awesome. Back in the Minister of Culture, Michael Heaton, and I was even in the scene. I was an innocent bystander, in a story about some gangster shit in the flats. That was fun. But tonight we got we got the Chad from the 2025 reigning undisputed C magazine, the Bearded Brown Show. He's our guest. And they do an
Yay.
awesome job. They work hard. They go every Tuesday night at 7:30. So, Andy, bring in our guest, Chad, please.
Chad, welcome to the Dawg Chug.
Hi, Chad.
Championship.
Nice.
Thank you guys for the warm welcome. Honestly, that was
Sorry
that was,
about the mix-up.
yeah,
Thanks
no,
for getting
it-
your
honest
name
mistake.
correct in your little screen there. We appreciate
I
that.
said,
Yeah.
I texted Mike earlier, and I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna be talking shit about you for at least like a part of this show, so I feel like at least you got to be involved, and now they know by name, and it kind of opens the conversation. So now it's like he's fair game. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
the
Mike-
three hosts for the Tuesday show is and Mike's on two shows. So our Tuesday hosts are myself, Angel, and Mike, and then the
Angel,
Browns
yeah.
Morning Brew on Saturday or Sunday before the game, when they do special events, is Gary, Mike, and Sam. So
Nice.
Mike
That's a
does
great name.
plenty
That's
of bearded
what drew me.
browns.
Beard.
That's what drew me because I've caught the different ones listening while I drive because
Yeah.
sports talk radio is great if it wasn't for call-in talkers. So I don't listen to that garbage. I
Oh.
listen to the podcast.
They
And
do. get
speaking of which,
annoying.
was that call in that I heard when I was in the green room? Was that a real call to you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like,
Yes, yeah, man. We got it set up.
like
We're
signed
gonna
right into that.
promote
I'm like, wait, is this a
Hmm.
bit? Like I haven't seen this yet, but
I mean, we put the email out there. We don't know. I mean, people probably aren't taking it as serious as they should. Maybe some people are having some fun, but we put it
I
out
don't
there.
know,
You can
honestly,
say whatever you want. We'll play.
I agree with Ryan. Like that sounds just like who calls in half of these like Cleveland radio shows. And
It does.
part of the
We
reason I
had
started
a
doing this
big-
is because the Cleveland radio scene is like the hosts are so dramatic and the callers are just so over the top that I was like, somebody has to talk football and like just talk like real football.
Is it possible to
Bananas.
talk real football about the Browns right now, given the
so
state
hard.
of
Oh.
everything?
It's so hard, but at least like we do like 2 different shows a week. I'm on 1 show a week. It's pretty easy to just talk about the real things. I imagine these guys are like, I got a 5-hour block Monday through Friday every week. This team is too terrible to just keep repeating the same shit. And so they're just like, let's just make up conspiracies or like, let's just go way out in left field on something. And it's like, oh my gosh, guys.
I mean,
It's so
sometimes
bad
that's
for
all you
Cleveland,
got.
I think. It's so bad for Cleveland Browns fans to have to hear like, I
Yeah.
hate to call anybody specific out, but like 10 straight weeks of like Shador Sanders conspiracy theories. It's like, guys,
I'm over
you
it.
don't know what's going on there. Are you still gonna are you gonna talk about this every day? We're never gonna find out. They're never gonna tell you.
No.
Nope.
Yes.
That's
No.
why I think when the draft pick got made, Roger was very upset. Not because he didn't like the pick, but just because it was going to be annoying for the next 16 months.
Yeah. I have nothing against the kid, but the circus that comes with them.
And we create most of it. Like he's been mostly quiet. Everybody can do better. He can do better. He's been mostly quiet, but it doesn't
Mhm.
matter. He's too famous.
Yeah,
to
he's
just
been
be
a
quiet.
good.
Like
Yeah.
so everyone else is gonna bring him up, and it's I can
Mhm.
ignore like I forget what somebody called them, the Sanders aunties. Somebody on my account always calls them that. It's like I've learned to just like you can tell in the first 2 sentences this is a Sanders auntie. I'm just gonna ignore them. But like it's not that. It's like the national media, the local media,
Yeah.
the radio heads. Like guys, Jesus Christ, the kid's not even playing. Do we have to talk about him 70% of the show? Oh,
I mean, when the current quarterback is terrible, I get why. I get the why of it. Hey, see what he can do. But
yeah.
yes, that was always going to come with him, whether they picked him second overall or third overall or in the 3rd round, and then eventually in the 5th round. That was always coming, unfortunately, for better or for worse.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Dylan could have quieted this a little bit by just being even okay, and he's
Yes.
Right.
It's a little
been
less
rough.
than that.
Yeah, he's been a little less.
Listen, I feel offended by that, Andy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Lana, it's okay to be short. It
It's
doesn't mean
okay.
you're going to be a failure like Dylan is. You're great at what you do.
So I gotta ask you guys, do you guys think this is a short problem? Because we talked about it on the show, and Angel was like, I think maybe he's not seeing the field, but I'm like, Joe Flacco's like 6'5", and he didn't look like he was seeing the field for us.
No,
Like,
there's
I don't know if
no-
this is a short problem. This is
I
just
don't think
he won't
so.
throw the ball problem to me.
Mm-mm.
you
Right,
can't
right. They're
evaluate
getting them out in space.
anyone.
They're getting them out. They're rolling them out. They're getting
Mhm.
them in space. And he's just throwing the ball 10 yards over a receiver's head in the flat. That should have been probably that kid was ready
That
to
was
go.
a touchdown.
You
That
know?
was a touchdown.
Yeah.
For sure. That was a
Finally
touchdown.
got somebody that can run the jet sweep to put his foot in the turf and turn it upfield when he sees the crease. What's his name? I don't even know his name because I don't watch that close because I hate the Browns. What's his name?
Malachi Corley.
There you go, man. He could put his foot in the turf and he turns it upfield
Yeah.
on those jet sweeps. He would have been gone on that screen.
The
And it's
first
just
guy,
bad pull throws, like you said.
it's the first guy they've tried that play with who can actually pull it off, and he's pulled it off like 4 times. Whereas I think they had Elijah Moore try it 30 times, and I don't think he got more than like 2 yards ever.
Yeah.
They were trying it with
Yeah.
Isaiah Bond to open the season. It's like
Schwartz.
they love that play, and I think Malachi Corley is the first person that's ever gotten yards on it. So
Did,
I
did
guess that's
Schwartz
positive.
try to run that? Did they try to do that?
Yeah,
with
they
Schwartz?
tried it constantly
The
with
sprinter?
Anthony Schwartz, and he's
Yeah,
very
Anthony
fast,
Schwartz.
but like he has no field vision. He would just run to the edge, and everyone would just follow him, and then he'd
He-
turn up right into everybody.
He hit on my daughter at Blossom. She worked at Blossom. He hit on my daughter, Anthony Schwartz. Gave his number and everything. Said I played for the
Whoa.
Browns.
What an honor.
It's an
Great
eye.
garage news.
Right. She asked me about him. I said he's a bum. He won't be in Cleveland
Yeah.
long. And she-
Hi, I'm Anthony Schwartz. I play for the Browns for the next 16 games, and then I'll play for nobody.
You guys
Right.
remember how like hyped everyone was because he was supposed to be that guy that
He was so
let
fast.
Baker
That's
throw
all
the
people
ball
kept
down
saying
the
was like,
field?
Mhm.
And
track
he just
star.
I was going to prank
Yeah.
call him. I wanted to prank call him from Dawg Chug. We used to do prank calls there. And I'd prank call pizza shops in New England and all kinds of shit.
We
And
got
I was going to prank call him, but she wouldn't give me the number. Yeah.
Mm,
back.
All right,
that's
guys.
funny.
So hey, what,
All right,
what's
go
the
ahead,
theme
I'm
of the
sorry.
show? What's the big thing here? I'm assuming
This,
beer
this is
is a pretty
Well,
integral part of
usually-
I
it.
don't know. Andy's drinking water, and
he's got
Kinda-
28 days. He got 28 days for something.
He's drinking
It's
it out of a
throwing our
big beer
game off.
mug.
No, well, we
Chad,
got
I had
a
a-
huge
I had a bit of
our
a problem,
staple
so
bit.
we're just gonna tone down the drinking for the month of November. you
Dial
know?
it
Bit.
Okay.
What we
okay.
got is our staple bit. Andy, you got some spit sip chugs, right? That's
We do,
that's
but
the
how
staple
about
bit of the Dawg
first,
Chug.
Why
What do
don't
you
we
got?
let
What do you got? Go
King
ahead.
Eddie do his little
Oh,
thing.
do his chug, yes.
so normally I come on and I do a victory chug
Oh.
for the Browns, which is very
Alcohol.
few and far between. Oh, alcohol for sure.
That's right.
Mhm.
Pumpkin. Shout out to
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Yes.
We don't get that out
Yeah.
here.
Oh damn! If you need, I'll bring some when I come to Ohio.
It's so good.
Hook everyone up. It is
No,
great.
no, I'm in California. I'm the one
Oh,
member
nice.
of the
Oh,
crew
nice.
that's way out west. So
Well,
I think
I'll
I
have
got my,
Roger ship you some.
my California
Roger-
dogs.
Oh, I
shirt.
love
nice.
it.
Nice.
But for
Normally
those
when
that
the
don't know,
Browns
this
win,
is the
I come on
California
chug.
flag. They just replaced it with a big old mutt
I get
instead
it.
of a bear.
All right.
Big old mutt. I like it.
So-
But yeah, normally I come on, Browns win, I chug a beer. They don't win often, so I asked Roger, I was like, hey, when my darts team wins, can I come on chug for that? And he's like, sure.
we
that's
got a
probably the
We
last
dart
have
time
to
we'll
team.
do it.
celebrate. We have to
So we
celebrate.
get a
You know what?
victory chug on Wednesdays.
The Cavs just
You-
won
Cavs won.
Hey,
130 to
won.
116.
2 chugs now.
In 2 seasons, you've just got to finish. You're almost ready to finish a 6-pack. That's
That's right.
congratulations on
Yeah.
your sobriety.
Yeah.
Good call, Jeff.
All right, Eddie, are you gonna do this?
Yep,
What do
here we
you
go.
What do you chug? Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a 16-ounce can?
Chugging the
Well,
pumpkin.
I've been drinking it throughout the show because I only have one of these and I had to make the chug last. I thought I was chugging
Oh.
first, and I did not chug first. I somehow made it to the third block of the show.
All right,
So
all right, all right.
So polish
All
it
right.
off.
Let's go.
here we go.
Here he goes.
Cheers.
I think that looked like it had about third.
I'm
fourth,
not gonna
one
chug,
in it.
but
That's pretty good. Nice. Look at that.
Look at that. Clean. Nice job.
very
You've
good.
got
Eddie's gonna be
one
in.
hell of a darts team, Eddie.
Thank you.
Let me tell
We
you.
try.
One hell of a darts team. All right.
Oh, shit.
So yeah,
Hey, you're
we'd
gonna
like
be in
to
Cleveland?
play
Yeah.
a little game, if you would indulge
Yes.
us. It's called Spit Sip Chugs. What we're gonna do is, Roger, you got a couple? Did you thought?
I
of
have a
couple?
couple. I do. If you allow me, I usually
right.
don't write these,
All right,
but
so
I have a couple.
me or Roger will read off a statement. If you strongly agree with the statement, you're going to chug and explain why. If you strongly disagree, you're going to spit and explain why. And if you're somewhere in the middle, you're going to sip. But Roger has lost his sip privileges this year, so he can't
I
sip.
did.
We all can.
Yeah, sure. Son of a bitch.
All right, Roger, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I think I got a good one.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. Dylan Gabriel had a rookie of the week type game.
Ooh,
All right, Roger, who's starting?
We're gonna go clockwise from me, so I'm drinking. Somebody else tell me which way that goes. Lana,
that would be me.
1
I mean,
o'clock.
well, then I'm spitting. No, I don't even have to explain that. What? When I saw that, I was
He's
like, is that a
nominated
joke?
he's nominated for rookie of the week. He's one of the guys in the running.
We realize that.
Honestly, you want to know what I thought? I thought that was a McNeil bit. I had to look at you know how
So did I.
McNeil
I
makes
thought it was a
those
bit
things
too.
up. I was like, oh, fucking McNeil, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, that's real.
That
Yeah,
was real.
I
I'm
thought it
leaving
was real.
us to say
From what I
That's-
checked.
That was ridiculous.
All right.
Eddie,
I'm gonna spit. Just because that's terrible is just terrible. I mean, the numbers that they put up in the graphic, they make it seem like, oh yeah, that was cool. Like he actually did his thing, and the weather. No, he did just terrible. Like, just no thanks. And especially when you had some of the other rookies that were doing what they were doing. No thanks. Nope. See ya.
All right,
Mhm.
Chet.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna spit that. I'd love to take a sip of this beer, but that is a rookie of the week performance for somebody who was like looking through box scores and was like, 215 total yards and 2 touchdowns,
Exactly.
like pretty good. And like saw zero of the game, didn't see him throwing it
Exactly.
in the dirt or 10 feet over people's heads. And like that is a box score performance. If you've ever seen one. Yeah, that's no
Right.
way I'm drinking to that one.
All right. Well, I mean, look, he's had some bad throws this year, but if you watch that game, it's like he had 10 throws that were worse, than any of the other ones. He did have some good throws as well, but it was not a great performance. If you want to see a rookie of the week performance, you got to go to Carson Wessinger because he was amazing. But Dylan Gabriel, not so much. That was bullshit.
That's a big spit.
He's not. That's a good point. He's not even the best rookie of the week on our own team. What are you talking about?
But I think Mason Graham also had an amazing game.
Mason Graham was pretty darn good. Finally,
I love that kid.
yeah.
All right.
I'm not even a Dylan Gabriel hater, but what an up and down game. His best and worst plays were all in this game.
Right.
Yeah, it was a fine performance. Just sorry, Roger. It was a fine performance. Just didn't need to be nominated for Rookie of the Week. That's what I'm
a little exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
No pun
No, that
intended.
was you guys all. Everybody's got a chug on this though, so we all win. So it's everybody chug because we all said the same thing. We all spit.
Cheers.
It's just ridiculous. It's You know what? It's a bad week for rookies. I saw Schwetzinger was out of position twice. He had 2 missed tackles that he would have usually made the play. I put it on the ankle. The kid's hobbling around out there. And I think he just was a little caught off out of position on where somebody got by him, which is rare because he's a beast. But around the NFL, and it just must have been a bad week for rookies. But what it is fantasy football. It's a fantasy football guy that looked down and ran down and said, "Oh yeah, look at that. That's a decent day." Just like all of you said, I agree with all of you. And hey, that wasn't bad. Usually my statements are horrible. 3 years ago, I stopped writing them, and you took over. So that was pretty good, right?
You picked one that everyone agreed on. There was no dissension.
Right out the gate.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Then
All right,
we're
go
going to
ahead.
start with one of mine. We'll start with Lana.
Yeah.
I know how you're
go
going to
ahead.
answer this one, but the statement is the Browns will be better off if they lose the remaining 8 games.
Better off?
Me? Right back to me?
Lana.
We're going to start with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Do you want us to come back to you?
No.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sipping.
Oh, she's pulling a Roger.
I'm sipping.
Nice. I love it. I applaud this.
There's advantages, but are we going to really be smart about those advantages if we're being realistic about our team and our front office and all these things? But on the other side of it, for our mental health, you guys, they have to win some more. I mean, it's taking us all out. I mean, we can't do this anymore. I'm having a breakdown. We cannot do this anymore. They have to win. They really do.
Okay. They have to win. That's what Lana says. All right, Eddie.
Jeez,
Well,
God
I'm
bless.
going to chug my imaginary beer and imagine it tastes great because I'm out. But regardless, I think it does help the draft, even though they can't draft to save their lives, even though some of their picks this year were actually good. It's probably the best draft class they've had in the Andrew Berry era. It gives them a top 5 draft pick plus wherever the Jags finish, somewhere in the middle of the pack probably. And then it probably gets us one step closer, and sorry, Lana, but to get Kevin Stefanski out of here. Because
I don't want to hear that.
Well, he's just not it. So I think it's time we just pull the Band-Aid off. His press conference. I was listening to Ken Carman and Lima yesterday or this morning or something, whatever it was, and they brought up a good point.
Yeah.
Like, it's sort of disrespectful. He goes out there in these press conferences and says the same thing. Oh, we got to do better. We got to coach better. We got to do this. We got to do that. And then someone's asking about, accountability. And, we have accountability within ourselves. Do you, though? Because you just had a guy who jumped off sides to cost you a chance at the game. and he wasn't cut. He wasn't nothing. Nothing happened. So, what are you working on? You've worked on this. We have to get better. How many times are you going to say that before you actually do get better? 5-21 over the past 2 years is not good.
It's not good.
All right, Chad.
Okay. I'm in a bit of a bind. So I'm very anti-tank. I'm with Lana that it's not good for us. It's not good for the team. The problem is, if you guys were looking at the comments, the other two members of the Tuesday show for the Bearded Browns both just commented cheers and chug on that. So where I personally am anti-tank because I think it's terrible to the culture of your team, and it's terrible for your veterans in the locker room. I'm gonna go with the group on this one, and I'm gonna chug on it. Just lose them all, get your quarterback, and please just reset this entire nightmare disaster.
Are we ever going to have one of those, though? Are we really? I won't say anything else.
That's why I'm anti-tank, because that means you still have to pick the right quarterback, and God knows I don't 100% believe.
But I think there'd be a different coach if that were the case.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, Lana.
We got to get all three. Mike and Angel. Mike and Angel, invitations, DM me. You guys come and visit, man. Come to Dawg Chug. Come visit.
DM him, and then he's going to get the other one on because he's going to.
That's right.
And the roadie,
get the roadie, everybody.
Put your names.
Make sure you spell your name in all caps.
Mangle, Mike and Angel.
We'll call Mike Chad.
Our producer Ed is not around, so.
All right. So for me on this one, I am a season ticket holder, and I hate whenever I go to a game, I want to win. It's the way I am built. I always think we're going to win, but they were kind of in this weird place. It's Dawg Chug Purgatory is the title today because I feel like we're in purgatory. I mean, I got to go to 5 more fucking home games, and the alternative is I don't go and I get $5 for my tickets, which is awesome after how much I spent for them. So I don't, this is terrible. At the end of the day, short term, you don't want these players to experience losing. You don't want that to be the mentality. So that's why it's always important to get wins, but it's not really going to matter because the rookies class is so strong and they're the future. Our future Browns prognosis is so much better if we lose, unfortunately, because then we have the chance to pick the quarterback. And yes, we'll probably screw it up. But here's the thing. If we do a regime change, which I think most of us are prepared for, it's going to be easier to attract the candidate that we want if we have a lot of young talent and a lot of great draft picks. That Jags pick's going to help. Deshaun being that much closer out the door is going to help. So I really think at the end of the day, I mean, the only team we're better than is the Titans. So you think we're probably going to beat the Titans, and then they'll probably win one more of these remaining 8 if we're being realistic about it. It'd be
better than the Raiders.
That's true. It'd be way better to go to have 2-15, I think, than to be 4-13 long term. So I'd rather win. I'm chugging. Roger.
Clean sweep. I'm chugging. Everybody
Lana sipped.
I sipped because I don't.
Even she couldn't say better to sip.
She knows the end is near, but she doesn't want to admit it.
I respect the sip.
Lana, stay strong for the rest of us that folded to peer pressure.
She is still half
I'm
a
doing it for all
girl.
of you.
Yeah, please do it for all the other Browns fans that are like, we need to see a win or we'll die.
Yes.
Please.
I always want to tank until Sunday and the fourth quarter when I'm like, I hate these guys.
We can do this. Hey, we can do this.
So much.
I was so mad.
There's 2 months left. People are like,
They
lose
find
out.
new ways
And I'm like,
every
for
time.
2 months?
I do. I don't think they should intentionally tank, but if they did, then
I don't think you need. You're right.
I think
don't-
Miles
I don't
Garrett
think
would
I don't think they need to intentionally tank.
Yeah,
He
you
would
don't have to
physically
intentionally
explode.
tank when you have Dylan Gabriel as your quarterback room. That's
You have
Get the
to. You
record
have to
somehow,
try
and-
something else.
There's
You
your
just have
only
to.
conspiracy theory is they think Sanders could actually win them a game, and they're like, no thanks. We don't accidentally want to spark the team into winning games and getting us out
We don't like to bring happiness to our fans.
All right, Roger, you have
Read-
another one?
Read it to me again, though, because I've been my mind's racing, and Chad's killing it. Give it to me again. Give it to me.
Oh yeah, we didn't
So I
get
can-
your answer.
I chug, but
Oh, you
I didn't
chug,
give you an answer.
All right, Browns would be better off if they lose the remaining 8 games.
This is what I'm going to tell you is at one time I thought the Browns were going to beat the Jets, beat New Orleans, beat the Raiders, and we would pick around 5, 6. And those players between 5 and 8, you're going to get about the same quality ball player. You're probably not going to get a quarterback. But now I believe the Browns have a chance of picking number 1. I really do. And I have picked them to win 2 games in the beginning of the season. That's on our opening of the season show. But it's in Kevin, here's 3 things that happened. Deep Podesta. Well, first what happened is Andrew Berry didn't have his bye-week press conference. Deep Podesta goes to fucking Colorado, where people go to die in baseball. And then Kevin Stefanski hands over the play calling duties to Tommy Rees to build his resume, because they've all been told this is whenever date the last game is that Monday. I think Haslam's cleaning house. I think it's in the Browns' best interest and to franchise the organization to lose the rest of the games. But I don't think Stefanski and is all that interested. I think he's going to die on the hill of Dylan Gabriel, and it's like unless you cart him off on a stretcher, he's playing quarterback, and it's his last stand. It's just burning. I think there should be a rebrand.
Yeah, Titans.
Just the Browns had died. I watched Dave Mays play football in between Sipe. When Sipe was hurt. I just rebrand the fucking thing, move to Brook Park, and beat a Brook Park fucking Haslam. I don't care. I'm done.
I
love Angel.
saw a meme.
Angel on the Barking Browns. I want Angel to come on because he's on board with me. We want a house cleaning.
Hey,
He's
not the
100%
Barking
with
Browns.
you on this one. He wants
For sure.
coaching change. He wants to lose all the rest of the games. He is like so
All
done.
of them.
He's
I
so
saw
done
love
with
them.
that.
Yesterday I
I
watched
don't.
while I was washing the dishes.
I saw a
pumped.
meme the other day, you guys, that said, "Hey, Baltimore, come and get this team."
Yeah.
I was like, yes, this is the one. Just
All right, Roger, you got a second statement?
I got one, man. I had a good
Right.
baseball one, man. And I don't want to shift gears, but I think it's a really good one.
All right.
Guardians, I got a good one, man. So let's shift gears and talk about something positive.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
Stephen Vogt deserved the All-AL Skipper of the Year over Blue Jays John Schneider. Big X debate, big baseball debate. World Series manager came in second underneath our skipper.
I'll
Totally
start.
out of left
Hey,
field.
that's all right.
Coming. Baseball.
Who we starting with?
I'll just chug. I'll just say I'll
Let's
chug
go
this.
you, Andy. Oh, go to Eddie. Eddie, you go first. You're a Red Sox fan.
And this has nothing to do with the Blue Jays, but the postseason before that starts, that's when everyone's voted. Everything's voted for, so it's not like they knew that Schneider was going to go on this World Series run. Yeah, you see the cat? Yeah, she's
I'm like,
wants to be a part of the show. She likes to bark sometimes, but they vote before the postseason. Nobody expected the Blue Jays to go and win the World, or not win, but come close to winning the World Series. But the Guardians were 15.5 games back. They fought back from that. They lost their closer due to gambling, and now he's really screwed. So you guys dodged a bullet on that. And I actually think that he did this on purpose. He sabotaged himself, and he had money on the Guardians winning the division. And then he's like, hey, if I get caught, they can just go back to playing baseball and not worry about me. So they did that. This is the second year in a row, right? He was manager of the year, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
But 15.5 back. Everyone thought they were dead to water. They came back and they had a great run. They got into the playoffs, and it didn't go as your team or my team wanted to. But for the fact that they were 15.5 back and the time they came back, I say hell yeah, chug that.
All right.
Dad, go ahead. Go that way.
Go to me next.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
I'll just do it.
Nice.
All right.
What a guy.
100%. I don't have that much to add. Like the Blue Jays were in a spot throughout the season. They, when you look good, you look good. you get manager of the year the same way you get coach of the year, by doing something that everybody was like, well, this isn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Winning the whatever they pulled off, like those 17 out of the last 19 games, is
Mhm.
something that, like, you can go a decade or more and we still might not see anything close to that again. Like, that takes a manager, like, keeping his team, like, focused, keeping everybody believing, not letting anybody get too far up or down. Like, that is just it was one of the most incredible feats of
Mhm.
coaching that I've seen, and it's a terrible disappointment that they didn't keep it going into the playoffs. But as a regular season, like, accolade, man, that's about as legendary as you can get. That kind of
Mhm.
comeback win, that was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't have much to add, but yeah, that was amazing. I never thought they had a chance in hell, but they got the job done. And yeah, especially with the gambling scandal. I mean, when that hit, you're just like, okay, well, we're done. That's just extra salt in the wound. Yet they still kept battling, and they did something pretty amazing. It was fun to watch. It was like the lone good thing that's happened in a long time in Cleveland. So I'm gonna say he deserved it because I'm a big homer. So I'm chugging.
Chug your water.
I'm gonna chug. And there's
hydrated.
some things.
It's gonna pee
Yeah,
during
look at
this.
that water thing. Jeez. I'm chugging. Despite the fact that he had the seventh highest payroll in baseball, in Toronto, he does have to compete in the East. You do have Boston, you have the Yankees, you have Boston. So, and the Orioles are supposed to be, but they're dead in the water before the season started. But everything you guys said is important. But what he credited was his veterans in the locker room, Jose Ramirez and Hedges. That's who he credited. And it's a culture that was built, a baseball clubhouse, from management down to Tito, that was instilled in Jose Ramirez when he brought Amid Rosario in to teach the young kids how to play baseball. And it was a locker room that's led by veterans, and it's something that the Cleveland Browns from the top down don't have. You have a 9-year Hall of Fame, a generational player, generational money making, premier position player that hasn't built a culture in the locker room with the front office and a coaching staff that hasn't built any kind of foundation or culture in the locker room, and it falls on all of them. And you look at the Guardians and watching him win a rookie or a manager of the year award. It's because of the organization, and that's who he gave credit to. He just took the reins and kept it going. It's just the difference between how you run an organization and how the Browns are run, and what, like, it needs house cleaning. It needs to be done. So I brought baseball in. I'm a baseball guy. I can't wait for Valentine's Day and pitchers and catchers report.
I didn't know where that was going to go for a second.
I didn't either.
Oh, go ahead, Andy.
I was like, man,
I'm done.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Some agreement with Roger out there. Thank you for that. Make sure it doesn't happen very often, though. We're going to go with our final statement. It's going to be a two-parter because why not? First of all,
boy.
do you think Kevin is going to leave Cleveland at the end of the season, part ways, be fired, whatever? But more importantly, will he make a good coach for the New York Giants next year? Lana, we'll start with you.
Okay, let me unpack that a second. So you're saying you think you're asking if he's going to be gone.
Do you think he'll be gone? Yes.
Do I think he'll be gone? No.
So you're hitting
not.
on that he'll be gone.
I do not think that he'll be gone.
Okay, now then, would he make a good coach in New York Giants?
Let's say that does happen, yes, and then he goes to the Giants. I do think so. I think when he has his guy and he has viable players, I believe that he will do very, very well.
Right.
But if he has some say, he has some ability, I feel like he's held back. I feel like there are a lot of things that are out of his control here. And he has never really had the most important position on his team filled.
Quarterback.
Yes, he has.
Unless he would have stuck with Baker.
There you go.
If they would have been patient and worked that out, we would have been okay. I really do think so. But yeah, you know what? I've said this all along. Let Kevin go. I think Kevin wants to go. You can look at his face. I've been looking at his face for a long time, better than all of you have. And I can tell you he really wants to go. And I think I want him to be successful and happy. And I think he will be anywhere else but here.
Okay. Well said.
Nice.
That's
Well done.
what I just said.
All right.
Eddie.
Anyone else?
And will you repeat the first statement?
First is, do you think Kevin's going to part ways with Cleveland?
Yes. I'm going
This
to
year.
chug on that. Yes. I sort of want to be in the middle of the season. If they're going to do it, just do it. And you don't have to get a coach. Then you can put, Schwartz in as the interim head coach, or whoever you want. It doesn't matter. But like we talked about, there's no accountability from Kevin. He had his guy. He has the supercomputer guy of Dylan Gabriel, the supercomputer, which never made sense to me. A few weeks ago on the show, we said that if you're a 6-year college quarterback, then you're not really an NFL quarterback because he has all these games. They don't see NFL defenses. And he doesn't have this. I think he has part of this locker room. The guys that have been with him for most of the time, but other guys are just like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, you keep saying the same shit every week. Yeah, it's on you. We gotta play better. You gotta coach us better. You gotta do this better. We gotta get better. It's just like I gotta watch the tape. Hey, what happened to this guy? I gotta watch the tape. It's the same thing, and you can just see it in his face. It looks like he's disinterested. Anytime they talk about Shador, that's not fair to Dylan and all this other nonsense. He was the one who wanted Dylan Gabriel, the supercomputer guy who can process. He was going to be like the left-handed Drew Brees, and his offense is going to be humming. Well, this kid can't complete a pass to save his life. So that part, he's out. Do I think he'd succeed in New York? Sure. I think that Jackson Dart is a player that can I thought that him and Dabble could do well together. Obviously, the record didn't indicate this year, but I think Kevin with a fresh start, and maybe he needs a new GM. Maybe him and Andrew Berry aren't the right mix. And maybe Andrew Berry gets a new head coach that is the right mix for him and is able to do whatever that Kevin couldn't. But I do think he would be a good coach elsewhere. I don't think he'd be like a top camaraderie outside of New York, but I do think he would succeed with Jackson Dart and all the talent that they have up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chad.
So I think I'm closer to Lana. So I do not think he's actually going to be gone. I may be the one that does not think he's going to be gone at the end of this season. I think everybody else is like, the writing is on the wall. He's done.
Mm-mm.
I'm not convinced he's going to be gone this season. I don't know what was said and what went in with that transaction and shift from Baker to Watson, but the fact that Barry and Stefanski aren't fired has always made me think that that they almost warned the owner, like, this is a dangerous route. I know they were interested in him. Who wouldn't be interested in him? He's a lot of fun. He was more electric than Baker the year before they moved on. But I've always had in the back of my head the fact that we have an impatient owner who will pull the trigger on you if you mess up and didn't fire them always gives me some pause that one of them was like, I don't think we should do this. So I don't know who it was, but it just I believe him when the owner's like, this is on me. We made this big move and we bombed, and that's why I don't think his performance this last year sucked. This year sucks. I don't think he's earning his stay, but I'm not convinced he's going to be gone. And then I would say I think he will be successful in New York in the context that he's going to have. I think it will look better. Ultimately, I think New York will continue to fail because they're the same nightmare scenario as the Browns. Like, they can't get their shit together. So I think it will look better with Jackson Dart and Scadaboo and Malik Neighbors when he's back and whoever. But ultimately, the team will not win games and he'll get booted again. So I guess I'm going with, I don't think he'll be fired from here. and it will look better, but he won't succeed in New York. It'll
All
fail for a different reason. I'm double
Nice.
checking.
Got to do some high level physics to kind of understand. This is a complicated one, but that was an awesome answer. I appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. So, like we just had back-to-back special team touchdowns against us last week. That's not good. When that's happening, there are problems in the locker room that's reverberating to the lower rungs of the roster. There are bad things happening on this team. And we have a
How is
great
Bubba
defense.
Ventrone still employed?
I understand. Yeah, well, of course.
I'm
he's
more
the
concerned about that.
coordinator, but
How is
everything
that?
rolls
How's that?
down from the top, and I'm not buying that this is purely Bubba's issue. I see a lot of signs that this team just isn't ready. They make, like, at the end of the game, all they have to do is not go off sides. But Kevin Stefanski's team went off sides because for some reason they weren't ready for that, even though everyone else was ready for that. It's over. He knows it. The team knows it. He's gone. It's going to happen.
10-year-old was ready.
Yeah, it's done. It's just they're going to wait as long as they can for whatever reason. And yeah, I think that a lot of this team is going to get blown up. It wasn't working. Paul DePodesta left. I don't think this is all happening in a vacuum. Changes are coming and people are getting prepared. I believe that. We'll see what happens, though. Will he be successful with the Giants? I think Kevin is a good coach, or was a good coach. I think being in Cleveland is sort of like a virus. The pressure the fans put on you, the fact that we haven't won in so long, it's too much. And then when you make mistakes, you get beat up so badly over it. I think he is a shell of what he was when he first got here. And I think he needs to take a year off coaching, honestly. I think he just needs to go process for a year, maybe 2, before he should get back into coaching. Going to the New York Giants would be the worst thing, because that's another team that has an insanely passionate fan base that puts a lot of pressure on you. You do anything stupid, they write very terrible things about you in the media. And I don't think that's going to help Kevin out too much. So if I were him, I wouldn't take that gig. Probably take a little break, take a breather, get your career back. You're a good coach. You'll get it back, maybe. But wouldn't do it right off the bat. So I do not think he's going to be successful next year with the Giants. So I am going to spit. Roger.
Do you see how white we've made him since he's been here?
Yes.
His beard is so white.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you.
He has to groom better. It's all right. He has to groom better.
It was not
It's fine.
that way when he walked off that
He has to
plane.
groom better. He accepts that. He'll groom better, and he'll be fine.
What about his pubes, Lana? How are they looking these days?
He took the
They're
job
white
at like
too, Andy.
Okay.
he took the job at like 35, and 5 years later he's like 52.
Yes,
Right,
he's like
yeah.
85. He's 85 now.
He might as well have been president. Like, he looks like when they show those
Yeah.
before and afters of like Obama,
He's,
and they're like, look
he's
how
like-
young and vibrant he looked. And then 8 years later, he's 35 years older.
I saw the Tim Allen Christmas promo for the Tim Allen movie, and I thought of Kevin Stefanski,
Yeah.
So white.
where he turns into Santa Claus.
Yep.
That's how
Yep.
fast. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm 3 Edmonds in. Ed's not here.
Oh God.
Nobody's on the clock. Read me the statement again.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm
Do you
halfway
think-
on track.
We'll do it 2 parts, so it's easy for you. Do you think
All right.
Kevin will part ways at the end of this 2025 season?
All right. This is what happened. In 2017, I watched our quarterback tied the touchdown record with Brashard Perryman, right? 2017, Baker's rookie year.
2018.
Long-winded
18?
alert.
It's 18.
2018. But the year prior to that, when we were looking for a coach, they were I'm watching Case Keenum in the 2017 playoffs with Kevin Stefanski. They're panning in on him with his dark beard, you know, right? He's
Yes.
pacing up and down. He's calling the plays. Case Keenum's killing it. They end up losing the NFC Championship, but we draft Baker. And then we go on a coach search, and they interview him, and then they hire. But during the interview process, I'm like, put that quarterback with that whoever was calling those plays. Give me that Minnesota guy, that nerd in Minnesota, right? So then they hired Kitchens. Come back around, and I want nothing to do with Stefanski because I don't want a rookie offensive coordinator I just want nothing to do with it. I'm a defensive guy. Did you see Campbell in Detroit? You watch his press conferences. You know,
I hate
look at we had Greg Williams. Just Kevin Stefanski. Yeah, man. He wants to, like I said, he's dying on the Dylan Gabriel hill.
Mhm.
He is Dylan Gabriel's gonna have to get carted off on a stretcher before he changes quarterbacks. I really believe that. I think he wants to get fired. They extended him after the Deshaun. I think he was forced into the. Here's the thing, man. He watched film of Baker Mayfield and said, "No, I can't." Or he had him for a year. I can't win with him. Even though when Beckham was gone, Baker excelled. You know, when they would play
Mhm.
good football. Whenever Beckham wasn't around, Baker played good football. He made Brashard Perryman. He got Brashard Perryman paid his rookie year. Baker's rookie year. It just Kevin Stefanski sat down and said, I can't win with him. Give me Deshaun Watson. After sitting down with Watson, Watson refused to run a system. You guys talked about that last night. You know what I mean? Stefanski's hands are kind of tied on that. But just he needs out. You know what I think of with him going to New York? I think of Pat Shermer going to New York. I don't know why. Now when I see Stefanski talk, I think of Pat Shermer. It's the same guy to me. That's where I'm at with Stefanski. I don't know, man. Yeah, he wants out. Does he go to New York and succeed? No, no, I don't. I don't think so. New York will eat him up. He goes up in the podium in New York and tells them they got to get better. Good luck.
Wow.
I'll coach
That
him
was,
up on
that
that.
was an extensive answer. We had a lot of history in that answer.
A lot of it.
We went back all the way to
Thank you. Long-winded.
1992.
I was due.
Great
Back
job,
in
Doug.
1946.
I made notes while everybody was talking.
Good job, Raj.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, that was fun. Thank you, everyone, for your fantastic answers. And now we're going to move it along to our final segment where we're going to win some cash. Everyone
Yes.
excited?
All right.
Oh, yes.
All right, Chad. So here's what we're going to do.
Lot of-
We are in a pool where we're going to pick 5 games against the spread. College, NFL, whatever you want.
All right, I got to look at something.
You go ahead and look, Lana. We're all going to pick
Do
one.
I have to know the spreads off the top of my head?
No,
I'm-
you can.
No,
Yeah.
we'll give him.
Andy will give it to you.
Look it up.
You got him.
Okay, I was like, Jesus Christ. You
Pull it
guys
up on your phone. Pull up something. Go ahead.
Yeah, whatever
Gamblers
you want.
Anonymous over here.
If all 5 of us get them
I
right,
meant to DM you. I forgot.
Yeah.
I was
We're
in
very,
the wine.
we're very precise on the Dawg Chug. in case you
Okay.
didn't know. But anyway, if we all get them right, we're going to win our share of a lot of money, and then I'm going to split that amongst the 5 of us, so we'll all get a little extra spending cash.
We have never won, Chad.
We've
Just
never
so you
won.
know.
No, the greatest
Fun.
fool
The
never won.
pressure is
3 years
immediately
running.
off. I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
We needed the California sunshine, so that's all we needed.
Yeah, maybe you can
You're our
help.
good luck,
Bring it
charm,
in.
Chad.
You guys live in
Recently,
Ohio.
we
I live
went-
in Pennsylvania.
We went 4-0, but then someone who's female might have gotten it wrong and blew it for the whole week.
I did.
Oh, shit.
Lana.
Hey,
I
is Mike still
The
watching?
Bills.
Get
The
Mike to
Bills
give me a
screwed me
bet.
over.
Yeah, the Bills screwed
It
her
was
over.
a
the
Bills
Bills.
game.
Who the hell wasn't picking the Bills in that game, though, against
Thank
Miami?
you.
We
This
beat
was,
the shit out of Miami. We're the worst.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Anyway.
you always pick the Bills, right?
I never
No.
picked the
Could've
Bills.
given the-
Sometimes
Bills
they play
spread
down
was
to their
less-
opponent. Yeah.
If the Bills
Anyway.
spread was less than 12, I probably would have picked them too.
See,
All right. So, Chad, if
I'm
you
looking at
are you
games.
ready? We want to give you the first opportunity because
Oh, I get to go first.
Something.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. What do you got?
I don't know. What am I?
Oh,
What am I
if-
doing?
Any game.
Any game.
Of college or NFL, and you just pick.
But if you want some
Red
time,
zone
to think,
beats the spread.
we can move it.
Your
up.
Okay,
best
running.
winner, man. Your best pick. Your best.
I got. I
Pick.
don't know the spreads. You guys know the spreads. of these
Andy
We'll
can
give,
tell
you
you.
give
Yeah,
us the game. We'll give you the spreads. Yeah.
Okay. Let's
I
go.
should have DM'd you. I'm sorry. Andy wasn't in last week. We skipped last week. That's our good luck charm. We skipped a week. We broke the cycle of losing. This is our week, Chad. You
This
pick
is
a
it.
game. We'll give you the spread. Pull it up on your phone. We'll
Oh.
come back to you.
I got all of them right here. So is there
Yeah.
a game you're interested in?
Let's see.
Detroit, Philadelphia.
That looks like it's good. That's gonna be a
That's gonna
good game, you guys.
should be a good game. I
think?
thought the Packers Lions was gonna be, or Packers Eagles was gonna be a good game, and that game sucked.
What's the
Packers
Chargers
are-
Jacksonville spread?
Chargers. Let's see here. The Los Angeles Chargers are 2.5-point favorite against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Away in Jacksonville.
It's in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's the team that Roger also said is gonna run the NFC West for years to come because of Harbaugh. So
What?
do
They-
with that what you will.
Look at the injuries. Look at the injuries. They got injuries all over the offensive
Yeah.
line. Wait till he builds the trenches. Harbaugh's going to win a
They
Super
do.
Bowl.
Man, this is
The chats recommend you pick the Ravens.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, that's sort of an obvious one, but
regardless of the spread.
Right.
I was gonna ask what the spread was for that game, but I hate betting
It was
anything
8.5.
involving the Browns.
It
What's
is.
the Bengals? What's the Bengals Steelers spread?
Steelers are 5.5-point favorites against the Bengals in Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh.
Ravens are 8.5-point favorites against our lowly Browns.
Jesus Christ! Those things.
that's
How many
that's, like,
more than one touchdown game spreads have we had? What are the Packers?
Packers. Let's see.
I
Just
should have
gonna
had
read
this
every
prepared. My
spread.
fault, man.
Roger. This is actually, I think this is good, Roger. It's like a
Packers
group
are
brainstorming.
7.5-point favorites against the Giants in New York.
With Jameis Winston starting.
With Jameis.
Oh, I
that's the
love
wild
Jameis
card.
Winston.
Yes, we all love Jameis.
That's the wild card.
I don't like
Jesus,
his.
guys.
Lord
I
deliver,
don't like all his
deliver
picks.
him from pick
but-
sixes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like his picks, but I do like him.
Last one, Jets Patriots.
That's where I was gonna go.
No, you're
You
not
shut
picking
the fire.
Thursdays.
Yes, I am. I always pick Thursday.
All right,
Exactly.
New England is 11.5-point favorite against the Jets.
Jesus.
Half,
Jesus. 11 and a half,
no.
man.
That's not what I was
Don't
expecting.
That thing.
Should I not do that?
Don't
That's a
touch
big
it. I
spread.
wouldn't touch it.
Ronnie, you
man.
pick
Correct.
whoever you want, and then just
And then we'll
expect
ridicule
an
you.
onslaught next
New
week.
England. It's in New England.
Actually, no, I can talk shit to you on Sunday because I'm going to see you.
That's
on
right. I'm going to see you on
Yeah.
Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah, we can talk. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I lied. One more. What's the Texans?
I would take the point.
Ooh, I looked at
Man,
that one too.
they just fired.
Houston.
No.
Houston is a 7.5-point favorite against the Titans in
Oh,
These are
Tennessee.
massive. Are the spreads usually this big?
No,
I'm used to like a
No.
bunch of 3-point spreads.
I have a question on one while you're looking.
sure.
What about Vikings Bears?
Vikings are 2.5-point favorites against the Bears in Minnesota.
I think I'm going to go there.
All right,
Well-
Chad, you want to steal Lana's pick just to make it fun?
No, I'm not going to screw Lana over. I'll feel terrible.
Oh,
there's
also
a joke there somewhere.
in Madrid, we have Miami playing the Washington Commanders. Miami is actually getting 2.5 points.
Commanders are like baffling me
Devastated.
this year.
Grumbling.
They're depleted. They have,
Crumbling.
They are.
They're
They
all
are.
hurt.
Did we do the
killing me.
Packers Giants already?
Packers,
Yeah.
yes,
We did. So, okay.
7.5-point against the Giants. Here, I'll give you Monday night is Dallas is 3.5 points favorites against the Las Vegas Raiders.
The
And
Cowboys
then-
have another
Oh my God.
Monday night game. Jesus.
And then
Give me
Sunday
that.
night is
Give
the
me
Philadelphia
Dallas.
Dallas. All right. Dallas has to win by 4. We have it on the board. Lana, we're going to go with you next.
I'm going to do the Vikings Bears.
Minnesota Vikings over the Chicago Bears. All right. They have to win by field goal. Eddie.
I'm gonna do the Chargers against with the points against the Jaguars.
All right. Roger.
That was
He meant
probably my
I
next
like
choice.
that.
Denver Broncos. How many are you getting on the Broncos?
Plus 6.5.
Denver is
Denver's playing Kansas City in Denver.
Denver's getting 3.5 points. So they
Denver's
win by-
giving 3.5. They're giving 3.5. They're
Denver's
Kansas City.
they're receiving 3.5
Oh, they're receiving 3.5 at home.
at home.
That's what I have. And then I'm looking at Michigan. They're minus 12.5, man, against Northwestern, but
Roger,
I'm not.
We're not going
Yeah,
there.
Roger.
I don't want to ruin it on a Saturday.
Not-
Michigan.
The
What?
week that I'm coming to Ohio to hang out with you guys, absolutely not. I cannot allow that. I'm going to veto that as the founding guest on this show.
All right.
All right, you're getting rid of Denver.
No, we're getting rid of Michigan.
Oh, you take Denver, I thought.
But
I
he was
don't know
going.
if I've
He
ever
was-
heard-
I'm taking Denver. I was
All right.
going to take Michigan, but too many points. I'm taking Denver. Give me Denver in the 3.5.
I've
All
never
right.
heard the term founding guest.
I just coined that. So TM.
There's a lot of
Did you just-
there's a lot of
Impressive.
founders talk on the Dawg Chug.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over Detroit because fuck Roger. Fuck your Lions, Roger. So that's it.
All
We
right.
got-
I won't
That's
touch.
gonna
I
be a
don't bet
big
with my
game.
heart. I don't bet with my heart.
All
Go
right.
Lions, man.
We
Let 'em
win all
cry.
5. I will be Venmoing or PayPaling the money. You let me know. Anyway,
Did nobody
right.
take the Ravens?
nobody picked the
No.
Ravens. It was easy.
No.
I purposely
No,
was like,
man,
somebody's
I'm not
gonna want to bet
touching
against
that.
the Browns. So I
Well, what's crazy
we're
is
gonna have a
the
good
last time they
time.
played. The last time these two
We're
teams
gonna have
played,
a
the
good
Ravens were
time
13.5 point favorites. And I was like, I'm going
Yeah,
against
man.
that. I was like, I think the Browns are sticking with like inside of that. And then the fourth quarter, they blew the floodgates open. I was like, well, I should have put that money on
Yeah.
that. Like I thought so.
Have
But
you guys, does it bother anybody that like at halftime we are either winning, tied, or down by maybe like 3, and then we lose every
Yeah.
game? Is
Mhm.
that
we
like
don't
a-
score more than 3 points.
Yeah.
I find that immediately. That's like my biggest problem with this team is if you just cut the game off at halftime every
We'll be
week, you
okay.
think the Browns are pretty damn good. Like
Right.
they're with everybody, and then they lose by like 18.
Right.
Yeah.
What the hell happened in the second half?
What
Yeah.
happens in the locker room at that point?
I don't
That's
know.
your
It's
man.
not going to be happening very long, Lana. Oh.
Maybe they're texting. Maybe they're texting about cockfighting in Puerto Rico. Maybe they're doing that at halftime. I don't know.
Hey, there's a
I don't
lot
know
of
what's
legal
going
gambling going on in Cleveland, so. A lot of legal gambling
man,
going on
this is-
happening, so.
All right. Well, I think it's that time where we have to end the show.
Yes.
It's been a fantastic episode, Chad. Thank you so much for coming out. It's been a
Yeah.
Oh my
pleasure
god, it
meeting
was
you.
incredible. Thank you
Chad,
for having me.
thank you, man.
Sorry you were here without Ed. He's our producer, so he keeps us moving. Ed, we miss you. We hope you're back next week.
Ed, we miss you.
I need that shirt you have there, the California one. That's sweet. I like that.
I do.
Yeah.
I love that shirt.
California dogs.
I love
do
that.
love
You know what
that.
I think of Rampart emergency TV show when I was a kid. Whenever I see that flag, because it flew in the opening on their firehouse. Look it up,
Yeah,
kids. I'm
it's
an old
pretty
man.
popular out here.
70s.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
Well, it would be. I can imagine.
tried so hard. Lana, thank you so much for coming back. We miss you when you're not on.
Miss you too.
Yes.
It's gonna be sad when you
Yeah.
go to follow
Fuji.
Kevin to his new team and you leave your Browns
Yeah,
fan.
that's
We'll miss you.
When I moved to New York,
Well, whatever team he is.
Well,
Some think he might go to one of those Canadian football teams. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
oh. The
Yeah,
Saskatchewan
yeah.
Rough Riders.
Do you have your
Mhm.
passport?
Hey, I
I
heard
can see you with
Saskatchewan's lovely this
skis.
time of year.
People are so brutal on Kevin.
oh my god, it's
Oh my gosh.
ridiculous.
I used to be the biggest
Dang.
Kevin defender, and now I can't do it anymore.
It's crazy.
I'll just say my claim to fame on the Kevin thing, because like I'm immediately labeled a Kevin apologist. My biggest worry is I just don't know how many coaches can succeed here with the quarterback group that we've been throwing out there. And my worry is our assumption that like anything is better than Kevin makes me really worried that we do think anything is better, and we have definitely seen worse.
We've seen worse for sure.
I don't
We've
know
seen
what good
far
coach would
worse.
take this job where they're like, by the way, you've got one more year of Deshaun Watson, who you're hoping not to play, and maybe we'll
Oh.
draft a quarterback in the draft, but maybe we won't. Like
Right.
they're taking the job in January, and you're like, April is when you'll find out whether you get an offense or not.
Hey, they can take Carnell
Fucking
Tate number
brutal.
1 overall. So I would just do that. Take Carnell Tate and
Number one
Whoever-
overall. Number one.
maybe not number 1, but I'd
Those
take
are
him in the
all
top 5.
day.
Mhm.
I'd take him in the top 5 easily.
You
Well-
come out with Carnell Tate and Mendoza or any other legitimate quarterback, and you do feel immediately better. Whether it's Kevin or any other coach that can step in here. You
Mhm.
give me that pairing, and I'll take that all day.
Me too.
You got to protect them. You got to protect them.
I know, and you may not get that this year, but yeah,
No.
Right.
I agree.
They got
You're
it-
not going
not
to get
this
far without
year,
offensive line.
but
But
in
if
the
you're looking at the
offseason.
next 10 years, I'll fill in my
Yeah.
line. Like, give me those two pieces.
You know what Andrew Berry gets a pass on is Jed Wills. And when you watch the other tackles taken in that draft, and you know what? Joe Thomas left Twitter after arguing with me over it. He lost the argument and he went to Germany for a year because he lost the argument. And because I said you take a Big Ten tackle, you take the Big Ten tackle, and he said no, he can switch him. He'll be able to play on the other side. On Wills, I'm sorry, Jed Wills. Another long-winded alert. But Andrew Berry gets a pass on blowing a left tackle, franchise left tackle in the draft. Nobody talks about that. I want Andrew Berry fired
People got
tomorrow.
exhausted.
And
by
Catherine
Jed
Why
Wills.
does he get a
Hickman
pass for
and-
Jedrick Wills? Jedrick Wills was terrible.
and Catherine Hickman. Somebody explain Catherine Hickman to me. I want her gone
Oh.
first. I want her gone too.
Okay.
Wow.
Spiraling.
I don't think I've heard people criticize the Jed Wills signing. I don't know what part of Twitter you're on, but anyway,
Wrist
it
up.
doesn't matter. We're all gonna find out what happens pretty soon. We don't have that much longer. Maybe he'll
Nope.
stay. Maybe he'll go. Maybe he'll be awesome. Maybe we'll hire another bum. Doesn't matter. We're all gonna still bitch, and it's gonna be fun. So
Yes.
thank
Yes,
you
I
for
love
bitching
it.
with me. And guys, this has been a blast. So Chug,
It's
if you
been a
got 'em,
blast.
or
Yep.
if you have water.
Chad, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, everybody that watched it, everybody that chimed in tonight. Thank you that watches Chad and the guys over at Bearded Browns. Thank you.
Yes, we have to shout them out. So
Hey, best podcast 2025.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
We'll take it this year, and we'll just hold it as tight as we can and pray that it's never 2026.
All right. Go Browns. And yeah.
Go Browns. We'll see
Go.
you Sunday.
please
Go
go.
Browns.
Just go.